Yo, it's your man with the plan, Mark Solars here with the Fire Emblem 3 Houses video. So, I am about all the way through all the past in Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I only have the church route left to go, and I'm halfway through that. I'm almost at the time skip. And I want to talk about the future DLC for this game, because I see a lot of potential coming up for this DLC, depending on what they want to do with it. If they're going to do the typical thing, or even if they do something completely different. And I kind of want to talk about this. I want to talk about what I want out of the story, or what I want to add to the story. And just for those who are watching this, major warning. Especially for those who have not done Golden Deer and or Crimson Rose Path and Fire Emblem 3 Houses. These are major spoilers, like last chapter in-game spoilers. Red sign, signal, put it up there, whatever. Just give you a few minutes to get off this video if you're cooking or something, or whatever the hell you're doing, riding your girl. Okay? I give you 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I went through all the past, especially Golden Deer and Crimson Rose, and I've always had a question about those who slither in the dark, because everything in the game is so developed. Other than those who slither in the dark, you really don't know exactly what they're after. It's interesting because you know pretty much everything else in the story. You know about Rhea for the most part, kinda. We get to that too. You know about, Edelgard, Byleth, Dimitri, and Claude. But these seem like there's something missing a little bit to make it just a perfect tied up story. And that is a little bit of the villain's perspective, because in the main story of Fire Emblem 3 Houses, you kill off the villains so quick. Like so quick, and it almost feels like you're missing something, because they seem like they have interesting character, but you just don't get to know them that well, honestly. Only one you get to know just a little bit is Kranya, and even her stay is really short. The leader you get to know a little bit too, but he shows up very sporadically. And in Fire Emblem, normally I wouldn't really care, because a lot of the villains, like, honestly, as a Fire Emblem fan, like, you gotta be real with me, a lot of the villains, like, motives are down to trying to save their country, trying to take over another country, or the being is trying to destroy the country, like a country, because they're just straight up going crazy, or they hate humans or something like that. Like, a lot of the motives for a lot of the Fire Emblem villains are very simple. I think Path of Radiance, I heard, has a different ones, or Radiant Dawn has a different, like, villains are kind of dynamic. But other than that, the villains in Fire Emblem aren't that dynamic. But it's so curious, in this game, everybody's got a reason for what they do, and the only people you don't know why they do what they do is those who slither in the dark. And you want to kind of know because you really don't understand the full story, because everybody's kind of telling their own truths throughout the whole story. Like, Edelgard has their own reason why she says what she says, and like, Edelgard translate this one thing as something different than Rhea. Claude translate this something different than Dimitri. It's like everybody has a different way of interpreting things, and you kind of want to see what their perspective on the stuff is, because you don't even know what they're really about. And I don't know, maybe if they have this, they make a path, maybe they'll make an evil path. That'd be kind of weird, because that means Jeralt probably can't die. But I don't know, I want to see what their perspective is, and if there's a way to join them, or even like they do in other Fire Emblem games, they have they probably need to do what they call it, that paralogs that they always do on DLC. Like, they need to maybe do like a 6 to 12 chapter paralog, like back to back, because they did that for Fates and Awakening for like the children, and that was really cool, honestly. Or they need to do one where, like, you don't, after the time skip, you run away from joining up with your former students, or something like something to diverse the story, so you can see what's up with this background stuff, or have or like bring back Jeralt. Like, when Jeralt's about to die, save him from dying. it's just something to change the story so you can see the opposite like effect of, see the opposite side of it, because you've only seen, all you know is that those who slither in the dark are evil in the story, but you don't know why they're evil, and they seem like to have a good reason to, because they slaughtered some people. And how did they come up with the crest? Because they say in Claude's story that they're the one who gave humankind the crest. You don't know who's lying in the main story, so it seems like stuff that Rhea and Edelgard still aren't really like mixing together well at all. Like they have totally different ideas of what's going on, and this makes you more curious to see the tragic backstory that is the tragic story that is Fire Emblem Three Houses. And I'm just curious. I just want to see some kind of, like, some background information. If that's just me, it's whatever. But I just want to see what you guys think, because I love this game to death, and I think it would be one of my, like, it'd be perfect if they could like just show what the villains are thinking a little bit. You know, this gives a little taste. And other than that, also what I want in the DLC costumes, I probably want, I mean DLC, I already said what I was going to say, DLC, I want some more costumes. I think I want some alternative armor costumes, like something cooler than just some gym clothes. And I think I want like a different, how to explain it? I don't know, I want one of those meetup stories that they do for all the other Fire Emblem games, where they do DLC, where they have, like, they meet the previous game's lores just to fuck around. It's interesting, and I'm always curious to see how they're going to fit it in the timeline and stuff. But other than that, yeah, if you guys agree with me, please hit me a thumbs up and or a thumbs down, doesn't matter which one. If you think this is the stupidest idea or all this incoherent mess, you know, hit the dislike button. I don't care. But I really appreciate everything that you guys have given me, all the time you've given me. You know, leave me with a thumbs up and or a thumbs down. It doesn't matter which one. It just helps to know you guys are watching. And also, hit the subscribe button and that little bell icon to join the rebellion, because I'm a lonely bastard need friends. And I will see you guys in the next video and or stream. Bye-bye.